Welcome back at 6:10 on this Monday morning. Well, summer vacation may officially be over, but that does not mean you can't take a little weekend road trip.
Yeah, Kevin is live this morning in Los Angeles showing where you can go, even make it just a simple day trip. Good morning, Kev.
Good morning, Alex. Good morning, Maddie. Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles today, about 2 hours from Bakersfield, and I decided to check out the Brea tar pits, and you can see right behind me, this is what they call a lake pit, and you listen carefully every few minutes, you may see in the background some bubbles coming up. This is an old pit. It still has methane that rises out of the water, and the statues that you see right behind me were installed in 1968. They brought these big replicas of the Columbia mammoth through downtown Los Angeles and put them in the pit. And what it's trying to show is back in the day when these mammoths roamed the area, they would come to these pits, they would go inside to maybe get a drink of water, and then they would get stuck. And that's what this is showing. It's showing a female that's entered into the pit to get a drink of water, and she's become stuck. The male is on the shore along with the little baby mammoth on the shoreline as well. And this is kind of what you will learn when you come to the Brea tar pits. You'll learn about the pits and what they were like back in the day before Los Angeles and the big buildings were all put together. So I went through the museum yesterday, and I want to share it with you.
Loaded up and on the road for another tank of gas getaway. This time we head south to Los Angeles. We skip the typical tour spots and explore the ice ages of the city at the Brea tar pits.
We have the only active Ice Age fossil excavation in the middle of a big city in the entire world.
The Brea tar pits are part of the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles. And when you enter, be prepared for an exhibition of mammoth proportions. Life-size replicas of animals who roamed the area thousands of years before us, and what they would look like if they were here today. Museum staff is also on site to educate you about each animal and the time period in which they roamed the area.
So in the past, this very area had saber-toothed cats and dire wolves and mammoths, Columbian mammoths and mastodons.
There are active tar pits all over the grounds. Almost all are still active excavation sites like Pit 91. Here, scientists work daily to find new fossils in the pits.
Oh man, 5-year-old me is gleeful every single day that I get to come to work because, I mean, I get to play with all the pretty bones. It's wonderful.
Once the bones are discovered, they are carefully removed and taken to an on-site lab. Here, crews remove tar, dirt, and other debris, surprising them at times on what has been found.
I didn't realize it at the time, but it was a juvenile mastodon tooth. So it was a baby, basically a baby tooth of a mastodon. And I didn't even realize it was a baby tooth of a mastodon. But then I worked on it, and then my boss was like, hey, did you know that's the baby tooth of a mastodon? And I was like, no, that's really cool.
Millions of fossils under one roof, taken from the ground in one general area in the heart of Los Angeles. History going back more than 50,000 years, covered by the seeping black tar. So much to see and do, and it's just a short drive from Bakersfield. The Brea tar pits open daily 9:30 to 5.
And you can see the lake pit here. And if you look closely, every few minutes here, you'll see little bubbles in the lake. And again, that is methane gas that is rising from the lake here. It's not any type of a fountain or anything like that. This is all natural right here. It's just kind of crazy to think that mammoths walked the streets of Wilshire Boulevard, and now people walk the streets. So it really gives you a history lesson about what this is all about here at the Brea Tar Pits Museum.